All right, this is great. Hey, Allison, how you doing? Good to see you here. Thanks for being here, Allison. And Amanda, oh, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Everyone being here. Yeah, this is going to grow a little bit, and that's great. And another thing, Lynn, I wanted to talk to you about the class on Saturday. I think we should continue with the Saturday classes, and the 2-hour classes that we're offering. What do you think about that, Lynn? Are you there? Maybe. It might be.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Oh, okay. All righty. No problem. Yeah, this is great. I like this, how it's working out. In any case, I want to introduce myself to a lot of the new people. My name is Mark Ehrlichs, and I am a healer by the grace of God. How it happens, what happens, when it happens, why it happens, I leave it to the old man or woman upstairs. I say, okay, boss, you take over. And most often people will have a response of something happening in their life and changing in their life. And that's all that really matters. And, the change is what I'm going for, whether it be something that they're expecting or not. And that's what's important. And it's not always our way. It's, the way of your soul, what's going to be acceptable. And according to everything in your life and around you and the people, everything. Hey, Christina, good to see you here. Thanks
Hey,
for
Mark,
being
how are
here.
you?
Well, thank you. Good to see you.
You too.
How's Stephen, the little one there?
Good,
Well,
good.
the little one isn't little anymore.
No,
Just
no.
graduated.
Officially a high schooler, yes.
Whoa, that's incredible.
I know. It went by fast.
God. So what high school is she going to go to there in Chicago?
In a public school district over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. And let me see here. Allison's, I'm so happy you're here. And let me see here. What else are we going to be? I'm watching my other self on the FaceTime thing, or excuse me, the Facebook one, and it's so delayed, and I'm watching my reactions from a minute ago. It's so odd. And thank God the sound's off. But in any case, I work with what I refer to as light. Light is my gift, my goal, and my tool. And I'm a priest, a Gnostic priest, and my order is no longer, though the people in the order are still together, many, many people in the order. And let's see, I don't know what to talk about really. The healing is something that, sure, it's a gift, but I believe that everyone has this gift to varying degrees. And that's what I teach about, the healing and the intuition. And you can't have, any gift whatsoever in existence that's known or unbeknownst to us, unless it includes intuition. It's just the way that it is. So a couple things I want to mention before we start here. First is this coming June 22nd, it's Tuesday through Friday, the 25th, is a 1.5 hours each day, a workshop that I'm giving on your functional intuition and understanding. And I'll be going really in depth, and people tell me that the workshops are amazing. So please do take advantage of that if you can. It's an awesome workshop. Lynn's going to be putting up the information as soon as I give it to her on the website, and a description of the course. And I'm in the process of giving one course now. It's going to be ending after tomorrow. It was Monday to Thursday of this week. And we had a ton of people in it, which is really fantastic. And then, so please don't miss that workshop if you have an opportunity. It's pretty awesome. And if you can't attend one of the days or two of the days or any of the days, say if you're busy during the day at work or doing something else, then you have a private channel that you can see it if you're signed up for the course. And only those signed up for the course can see it. They're ongoing workshops once a month. They're generally on intuition. They're generally on healing mostly, which is my forte. And then there's the weekly, now we're having weekly healing circles. And every other week will be the gathering, which is what we're having today. So, and that's on the website. And then those are free, the healing, the weekly healing circle and the bi-weekly gathering. And then we have, if you're interested in an appointment with me, give me a call. The number's on the website, the 888 number. And I'll be more than happy to work with you for up to an hour. And a lot's done within that hour. Most people tell me that something in their life has changed, and that's all that matters to me. I don't care if you experience something very directly or very indirectly in your life, but something will change. I know that for fact, and that's the way it is with everyone. You can have an immediate experience, or it might be a counseling session that will change something within you, getting to the cause of your event that's disturbing you. Or it might be questions about spirituality that you may have that I can try to help you relate to in your life. It can be about disease, biological, neurological, whatever. And I won't remember a lot of things that I say, so if you want to record it, go ahead. And they just, the words just don't come back to me of what's been spoken. And it's about your life. In the appointment that I have with people, either in person or when I'm traveling out of town, or on the phone, it could be on phone, it could be on Zoom, it could be on FaceTime, whatever your preference, it's fine with me. And I'm totally game. And then most people will experience something most immediately, but that's not the end of the story. Please understand that. It'll keep developing and developing within you. Even if you experience an immediate healing, it'll happen within you. Some people swear that nothing's happened, but I do know that their life has changed in some way or another. Very few people have that experience, but still there's change happening and it's part of healing. Then there's also some people that'll be walking down the street a week later or 2 weeks later and turn around and say, oh my God, when did this leave me? If that should happen. I never know, again, how, what, why, when, where. I give all the responsibility to the old man or old woman upstairs. And I say, okay, boss, you take over. So that's the way it is. And I really prefer it that way as well. And let's see here. The other thing is that's the appointments. And then there's on the website, if it's within your heart, please do feel free to do the gifting or supporting. It's called gifting or supporting from your heart. And I don't care what it is. I do know that there's a response by that divinity within, that godliness with it, that wants to share it. It knows that you're hoping for something or wishing for something, and there's an intercession of it, knowing that you're not holding on to something. So I don't care if it's a penny. I don't care if it's, $500,000, whatever, I don't care. And so give it from your heart, please. And then there's, let's see, if you need assistance in the workshops, if you need financial assistance in the workshops or appointments for the workshops, contact Lynn and her email address, and she loves to talk with y'all. Her email address is Lynn, excuse me, I apologize. Erase that. Erase that totally. It's admin@markehrlichs.com, and she'll get it directly. And she knows what to do for assisting people in workshops. And if it's for an appointment you need assistance, contact me. Please don't be shy. I may not answer you within, say, a half an hour, but I will answer you within 24 hours. And then I'm going again to Phoenix. I had an amazing couple healing circles in Phoenix, one in Go Canyon, one in Scottsdale area, this week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And I was totally booked for appointments. And that's the way it is when I travel. And if anyone knows of, wanting to sponsor me out to your area, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to. That's the way I function. And I work a lot with Unity churches as well, and private groups. So I don't know of anything else to mention. I do have an apprentice training that's going to be happening in California within a few months. They're setting it up, and it's around the Sonoma Valley area. And I'll probably have one in North Carolina through Unity Church. And they're pretty progressive. They're extremely progressive, in their teachings. And let's see, I don't know. Anything else that I'm missing that you know of, Lynn, if you're there?
You've got it all.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me get rid of this. Now, any questions, please? That's what this gathering is mostly for, is questions. And if there's time, I'll work with people individually. But I love questions about healing or spirituality or intuition or anything that you can conjure in your minds that I'd be willing to talk about or share in any way. And for some reason, Lynn, I look frozen on the Facebook page.
It's still working. You're all good.
Okay, good. Mine's frozen there. My mouth is partially open. And
You're
I look
fine.
like I'm ready to eat a worm. So, right. So I got to share this with you. I met a fish, and this fish.
A fish.
Yeah, I met a fish. I guess it was a couple months ago, and I was following him down the stream, and we were friends. But he saw my reflection in the water, so he thought I was in the water, and he didn't know that I was outside of the water. So he's just, we're chatting away. We became friends and stuff like that. It was a big carp, and maybe about that big, about a year old. And something like that, and a lot of experience going downstream, so I did, but he hadn't been down this stream before. And we were talking, and I said, "Hey, look, look out, look up." And then all of a sudden, he saw all these bushes along the side of this stream. He was blown away. He couldn't believe it. And so here he is swimming, and he's so amazed, he's mesmerized with all the foliage around, and there's a blue sky that he didn't know the color of it. I had to tell him it was blue. And the foliage green, so he's learning something new about all this stuff, and he's evolving. And as he's, looking, and he turns around, and he's missing one particular bush that had some kind of berries on it or something like that. And all of a sudden, he hits this wall, and he goes, "Damn!" All right, and it gets, get it?
Yeah.
We got it.
We got it. Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, got that off my chest. So, all right. Any questions or comments I can try to answer about spirituality or healing or intuition or anything? Please, Donna West, please. Turn your speaker on, hon. Turn your mic on. Almost. It's on the left-hand corner, I believe, in the bottom. And
Is
there
it
you go.
better?
Yeah, oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Um,
great.
I just want to let you know, I hope I don't lose you. My internet's been very unstable all day
It's doing great now.
and it keeps flashing back and forth.
No
Um,
problem.
I'm hoping to go visit my sister Joanne, who you've worked on.
Yeah, oh, God, yes, yes.
Yeah, on the weekend of June 18th. So I'm probably
Yes.
gonna be there. Yeah.
Awesome. And if you can, set up an appointment with me, but you'll see me at the Healing Circle there.
Should I set up an appointment with you prior to my going?
You'll have to through Sue Cavus. And she's in Scottsdale. Sue is the one who's in charge of
How do I
all.
contact her?
On the website, it'll give her
Okay.
phone, email or phone number. And I think
Susan?
Lynn will put up
Okay.
the information in the messages. Are you going to do that, Lynn, if you're there? And she'll put up,
Yes.
okay, great. And she'll put up on the sidebar here
Okay.
in the information
Okay.
how to contact her. And she's the one in charge of all the appointments. I would suggest getting an appointment ahead of time if you wanted one.
So I should make an appointment before I go. Should I make the appointment ahead of time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it'll probably be all booked up like, the other times.
Okay.
All right. If you want to have an appointment with me. And it'll be fun and it'll be good. I'll give my heart, as much as I can.
Okay. Thank you.
That's awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there. So I appreciate your coming there to the circle. That'll be neat. And you'll see a lot of cool miracles. You'll hear testimonials from people and stuff like that. And hopefully it'll be a really large group. And like the old days, between, what was it, Christina, between 50 to 200 people or 250 people every week?
Oh, at least.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, the healing circles were, I
Oh,
don't know, 4 or 5 hours, and it was
yeah.
just in and out.
Yeah, people would, it was a real casual event. And I just call on one person at a time, or if it was a lot of people, I call on 3 and 4 at a time, but it was fun and amazing things happened. Amazing things.
It
And
was.
blew me away every time. So please, any other questions or comments from anyone? I see, let me see on this bar here, Amanda. I'm here, yay, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. And Allison, hey, how you doing, Allison? And John's here too. Hey, John. Allison Nash, no worries, love. Allison Nash, John had chest pain last night, so I'm a bit concerned. He took aspirin and it dissipated. That's good. That's good. And all's good. That's fantastic. And I'm not going to turn this into an actual healing circle. I'll work with a couple of people, and I like to work with you. And you may, some people may hear a sound. It may sound like a high-pitched sound or birds chirping or something, or just a high frequency. I don't know if everyone hears it or a lot of people hear it or just a few people hear it. But if you should, while I'm working with you, that's what I refer to as the spirit moving through. And the spirit carries the activity of it. That's what it does. In any case, hey, Christy Sweet, good to see you here. Thanks for being here. I'm so happy that you're here, that you were able to join us. Thank you so much. So let me work with John just for a moment here. And he may sense something happening in his heart or in his body. It's almost as though the muscles were tight and my perception, I'm not a doctor, I know nothing medically, but perceptually, the muscles might have been just a little tight from stress of life, whatever. And my perception is that they might have melted in a sense from the tightness a little bit. So please keep me updated on what might have been experienced. Christy, we lost electricity from the storm. Yeah. And it happens. Allison, then that's Lynn's. I'll be in Arizona then. Lynn's appointments are from June 17th and 19th in Arizona. And Ellen, hey, Eileen, how you doing? She's in Arizona. I just heard a high pitched sound. I know, and I apologize. That's just what happens. And I hope it wasn't anything serious. No, he thinks so too. But why the adoring help? It's just my pleasure. I don't like seeing people hurt in life, and so I go in any way. And for me, my perception was the muscle tightness in there from the stresses of life. Please, any other questions before I get to Chrissy's?
I have a question. I raised my hand.
Please, Donna, please.
So when you talk about intuition, and then how does intuition relate to like all the seeing, the clairessence, all the clairs, the clairvoyance, the clairsentience? Is there a correlation?
Yeah, they're all the same, but they're all various aspects of the intuition. The intuition, in its core definition, means inner teaching. Intuition is inner teaching. So what we're doing is we're perceiving in different ways according to our life. And we have a propensity to perceive, and everyone is unique in that. Just like there's so many personalities within the mind of God. And we all participate in that. We all have a place in that, and we make up the living aspect of that on this orb, in this earth, on this earth. And we're all so unique, but we're all, it's like a big union representing various aspects of God that our soul carries the memory of. The soul is the vehicle of experience, and which we're able to identify with, that we come in with, and we're all brought into, say, hypothetically, the right family, the right situation, the right continent, right everything. And we're here to experience things to get to know ourselves. That's the only purpose. So, and there's no other rhyme or reason for so-called reincarnation, is to get to know ourselves. So here we have this opportunity to express all that's shared with us from other times and other places in who we are now. And we relate to whatever our soul is sharing with us for the fulfillment of that experience. And that's my understanding, my teaching, my experience, and everything that I'm that's me, the world according to Garth Mark, and what I understand in my life, and I share with people. I hope that almost answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sure, my pleasure. Good question. Very, very good question. Please, is there anyone else with any kind of questions or want me to elaborate on something if I can? Please. Anyone, please. Christy, sweet, can you please pray for my very good friend, Diana? She has a polyarthritis attack, and oh my gosh, yes, and she's in very bad pain, and they're pumping her with drugs. I'd be more than happy to. And please keep me updated about her if she notices the dissipation of the discomforts in her life. It's almost like, in my perception, there was like a relief that came upon her. And how that's going to affect her, I don't know. So let's, if you can keep me updated, Christy, I'd really appreciate that. Please. And I would love to hear about that if she notices anything. And if you don't have contact with her, or excuse me, if she is not open to this kind of stuff, let me know. If she experienced something by asking her, hey, have you had any relief at all? And she may say, oh, you know, yeah, sure, for a few minutes or for a long time, or it's better, or, you know, whatever. So please do keep me updated. And then Mariko, hey, how you doing? Mariko's in Japan. Do I have to appreciate my tiger mom? uh, you can, you know, you can honor her. You don't have to be best friends with her. That's all I have to say about that, really. You can, you know, as long as you honor her, and she loves that. I'm sure you'll find out, or you know already. I don't like my father very much, and it would be difficult for me to attract money. Uh, and it would be difficult for me to attract money. Why? I think this is whatever our priorities are, whatever our focus is on in life. That's what our living prayer is. So if you have a focus of finding out how to accomplish that in life and stay course to that, that's when you'll find relief in those prayers for whether it be money, whether it be whatever. God doesn't care as long as you're utilizing the activity and setting your mind for something. God doesn't care about good people, bad people, or what they use it for, what they don't use it for. It's whatever your mind is set for in your life. God's not going to strike you down if you want money and or have the guilt of having it for whatever reason, Mariko. I don't know of any other way to answer that right now in a short way. And from Donna, is there a time I would appreciate healing for my left eye? I have, oh, that's you. I'm putting my mouse on you. My left eye, I have fluid on my retina. All right, what I'd like you to do is, please, if you don't mind, just close your eyes and just enjoy yourself. And you may sense something happening, you may not. And if you do, it's because you need to. If you don't, it's because you don't need to. But something's still happening regardless. All right, open up your eyes, please, Donna. Did you have experience of anything? And be candid, please. I'd appreciate that. Turn on your mic, hon. Turn on your mic.
I didn't hear anything this time. I was hearing sounds last time, the last 2 times. I didn't really feel anything other than just being grounded in my own energy and just being in my vertical core. And
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Sometimes, not to allude to an excuse or anything on my part, sometimes what happens, and this has happened many times with many people in the past, or I should say some people in the past, is that they may experience all of a sudden, say, a doctor saying, either in a surgical procedure, oh my God, I've never seen the skin cooperate or tissue cooperate like this before, or experiences saying, oh, it's beginning to heal, if that
Mhm.
should be the case,
yeah,
which is awesome, and I love that. I
Yeah.
love all aspects of what transpires after the fact.
my fluid could be gone for all I know. I'm not going to know until I go get the pictures taken a week from Friday.
Okay.
So I believe that you gave me some beautiful healing energy that is supporting that fluid from leaving my body between now and my doctor's appointment, and I will be sure to let you know about it. And thank you
Oh,
so much.
I'd love to hear about it, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I might book a session with you in the interim because I'm just desperate for this to happen because I don't want to start with eye injections.
I
Uh,
understand.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally understand. But please do not be freaked out.
Yeah, well, that's easier
Please.
said than done because this is macular degeneration and it's vision loss, and I'm
Yes.
only 59 years old, so it's a
Oh, you're
little
such a
scary.
young. God, you're a spring chicken.
So I'm trying not to freak out because I know the fear is not supportive. So thank you
Yeah.
for reminding me of that.
Yeah. And, I think it's really even more important to be loving, even more so. As much as we are, there's always more and a
100%.
depth that we can go to.
Yeah,
And that's so important. And that also helps situations in our lives.
I believe that too. Compassion is the answer always.
Yes. Always.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, please, Donna West, please.
I have a hard time typing. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I have this horrible pain right here. I went for a chiropractic adjustment. Today, and I've taken something and it's not going away. And
Oh.
it's right like my neck.
Yeah. And the pain started with the adjustment. Is that correct, hon?
Oh, no. I've had this for days.
Okay. All right. Did
And-
you experience relief in it when he did that?
Just a tiny bit, just a little bit. I don't know what it is. He doesn't know what it is. It's
Yeah, there's a I
tight
do
muscle, I
nothing
think.
medically, but there's like a little nerve compression in there as well.
Yeah, I think so. Because I've had some tingling in my fingers.
Yeah. And I don't know if they call that ulnar nerve or something else. In any case, it is one of the nerves that comes from up in here, and it goes all the way down, generally into these fingers. And so in any case, let me work a little bit with that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure. what I'd like you to do, can you go to, if I'm correct, if you go right in here, in between your shoulder and your spine, if you push in right there, I don't know if you can see, it should be really tender in there, if I'm
It
correct.
is.
And hold it there with one finger. Don't massage it, don't palpate it or anything. Just hold it there for a second and you'll feel like a pressure build. And it'll go up into your neck now. Can you sense that?
Yeah.
And now just hold it. And it's like a cord, in a sense. It's real hard. It's a hard,
It's very hard.
yeah. And hold it, hold it, hold it. There, you felt a little bit of a flow in there?
Little bit, yeah.
Yeah, hold it for another second here. There was another one. Now it just dissipated, is that correct?
No, it's still there.
Oh, hold it in still,
Okay,
because it did, it just didn't realize it. It did on me.
now I just feel intense heat.
Hold it there, that's good. Move, now take your hand away and then go back to that area.
Do what?
Take your hand away and go back to that area and tell me what it's like, hon. Be candid.
It's a little less.
That will break that consciousness of that,
Okay,
of the distress of that. That will give you a relief.
okay.
Then it will take over and become less and less and less now.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Is it as painful now if you move your head?
No, it's not as painful.
You rock. You rock.
It's still there, but it's not as painful.
Yes, it's not, yeah. The consciousness of it is broken.
Okay,
So let's see how it now heals in its way.
okay, thank you.
Good, good. And I'll ask you in a minute how it is. We'll see. All right. Eileen, DeLuca, how do we know what our path is? I believe mine is helping people heal. I totally believe that, Eileen, that yours is helping people. It's whatever you have a propensity to from in your heart. If you see someone on the street and it hurts you inside without the denial of it, then that's giving you an indication. You know, I can't give a class on this right now, but you know, if you can even work with people so easily just by putting your hands on someone that might be hurting, and say if their shoulder is hurting, if you can put your hands on them and recognize that the divinity is moving through you and it's not you doing it. And it takes discipline in learning that and practicing that and recognizing that the divinity, its hands are doing it all. That's all that really matters. When I'm working with people in person, it's no different. Or when I'm doing this, it's the divinity that's really doing it all. And it has a life that that utilizes us on earth. But when we get in the way, then, you know, it's only going to be partial as far as the healing goes, or it won't work, or it'll only last for a short while. So it's keeping in mind that there's something greater than us that does this in the first place. And that's what's important in my understanding, in my experience. All right, and I hope that answers your question, Eileen. And you do have a place in working with this, and you know, I've known you for a long time. And I would suggest you just take advantage of it sometime during the classes. Let me, help you to recognize that within yourself. Allison, thanks, Mark. Yay. Allison, John's off to bed and I'm driving back to my place. Okay, good, good, good. And yes, you do feel people's pains. Christy, electric back on. I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry. Yes. Okay. And let me see if there's any questions from people on the other group here. No, no, no. Oh my God, 34 comments. Oh my God. And I can't see them. It won't let me click on them. I'm so sorry. But in any case, please, any questions that I can try to answer. Can you see any, Lynn, any questions? There's 34 questions or
Did
comments.
you answer the one from Andrea?
No. What did Andrea say or ask?
I'll put it in the chat window right now.
Okay, please. All right. Oh, here's Andrea. Hi, Mark. May I have a prayer while going through my breast cancer? Oh my gosh, yes. I'd love to. I'd love to. It's funny, I keep seeing you. This may be future event or it may be current, but you're actually going to be or are making comical stories about it all. And I don't know if that's your personality, but when it's all over and the breast cancer itself is not going to be, you'll know it's a very important part of your life, but it's going to bring something more out of you. And which also means that you're a survivor and everything else. So that's my perception. You're going to be telling people comical stories about your experiences and stuff. So, and your life pertaining to that. And I hope that answers your question as far as asking a blessing on it. And that's what I perceived in that blessing for the prayer. All right, good, good, good. Let me work again with Donna Casali. If I didn't butcher your name. It's really important, Donna, that you, my perception, it may be conscious or not conscious of you, but there's things that you don't want to hear, and it's almost like you go like this. You, inside, you turn away like they don't exist. The idea is to not turn away and to become friends with it. If that makes sense, hon. Can you identify with that? Turn on your mic, hon.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm in a very challenging situation right now where I'm living in
Yes.
my home with my long-term partner and we're consciously uncoupling, you know, it's 36-year
Yes.
relationship, and I have my 23-year-old daughter living here too. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
toxic environment.
Yes.
Even though, you know, it's just very challenging and I'm feeling a little bit odd man out of it. So
Yes.
you know, I am a very, like, I'm a teacher and a coach of transformation. And I
Yes.
am very aware of my emotions and my feelings. So I don't think like I'm in denial of anything, but I'm barely hanging on.
Right, because you don't want any more in your world, uh, uh, interjecting in there. And there's moments inside of you that, you know, you don't have time for this, or you want to be a part of that disappointment or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's finding those momentary moments. They're less than a blinking of an eye, but they're information in us. And if we can face those little moments or look for them and find them, then we also notice that those are the things that are keeping us in the place that we're in that
The
depressed.
Yeah. The sadness.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then once we look at them, that they're out of the bag, and we don't have to focus on them anymore because we notice them and they have no place to hide in us.
Yeah. Like
I-
like the shadow, is that what you're referring to? Like the
Yeah, some people call that the shadow, yes.
Mhm.
But they're not to be worked with because we can work with them the rest of our lives.
Mhm.
They're just to be noticed, and that's what breaks the back of them.
So it's like acknowledging them so they can dissolve and dissipate so they don't have power
Yes,
for you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the same thing that causes disease in life.
Yeah.
Not for everyone, all diseases, but you know,
Yeah.
many diseases. And so, if we can see them, then we find and we notice them, then they're no longer bothering us to create the hell within us.
You know,
Yeah.
I hear it, this makes so much sense, and I'm challenged to identify. I mean, listen, I know that I'm in disappointment, and you know, I'm really trying very hard not to be in victim mode, you know, because I'm not. I'm but am I disappointed, and do I have sadness, and is it all bittersweet? Absolutely, it's all of those things. And so,
And it's also wisdom
right.
that's going to bring you into another understanding in life, the next phase of life,
Right. Yeah.
which is not really scary.
No,
It's exciting.
no. And guess what I just branded myself as? I'm Wise Woman Wellness.
What an adventure.
Wise woman wellness.
Yeah.
How awesome.
And I'm leading people through an healing and integration journey of doing shadow work with people, and really,
That's
you know,
lovely.
yeah. And so I've done so much of my own inner work, and yet I know we all have our blind spots. I get it. You know,
Yeah,
and
but those
finding-
blind spots are presented to us. It's almost like, okay, we've done this. Now
Yeah.
the soul is helping us to get to this place
Yeah.
for our growth, for our evolution. And
Yeah.
that's exciting.
It is. No, it is. It is very exciting.
And how lovely. How lovely. But while we're going through it, it's hell, you know, and, you know, until we stop ourselves because it feels awkward to us. And once we stop ourselves and take a momentary look at it without running from it, turning our head, then because we don't want to hear it, we don't have time for it, or it's too much, or this or that. When we stop, it's only for a moment, and we notice it and see it, and we can even ask that in that, say, 2 seconds time. How do you serve me?
Yeah.
And it'll answer you,
Mhm.
either I don't,
Mhm.
or it'll answer you, you know, something to keep you there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because that's what those moments do, that we're not conscious of, because they're so quick.
Yeah.
Their purpose and their place is to keep us there, because it doesn't want us to go to the next step that we've developed into and are ready for now.
Right. Right. Like the ego keeping us safe and not wanting us to grow and evolve because they're thinking that this is a scary thing to evolve and grow.
Yeah,
When really that's our purpose of being here. That's our soul's
yeah,
purpose.
to have this, but I always figure that why not go through it now, then I won't have to do it later. God,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's never ending, is it?
no, it's not. It's not. But it does get easier to function in that greater way, and the other happens less and less and further in between those times.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tune in more for those moments because, I feel like
Yeah, find them,
yeah,
find them,
okay.
and just notice them for a moment and look at it, and you'll see like it wants to squirm away.
Yeah.
That's because it's the mind of fear. It's a simple consciousness. It doesn't have a complex consciousness like you have. It's a simple consciousness, it's the mind of fear. It doesn't know anything else.
Mhm.
You have the complex consciousness, but it doesn't want you to know that, because whenever you start to grow, it's going to come in
Mhm.
and try to sabotage that development.
Can you give me an example? Because I'm just struggling a little bit and I don't want to keep this. I mean, I hope this is
Sure.
benefiting other people, but I'm just struggling a little to really like, could you give me an example of what it might look
See, when those times come in, there's a sense of inadequacy. There's a sense of being deprived. There's all those kinds of dynamics, and that's what they want to share with you. Those moments want to share with you to keep you in
Mhm.
that environment.
Mhm.
And there's a sense of failure. There's this, all kinds of dynamics,
Okay.
and even if we're in denial of them, if we take a look at ourselves, that's what we're feeling, because that's what we're involved in.
Mhm.
So if we can take a momentary look, maybe for 2 seconds, facing that, you'll see it breaks the back of that.
Okay.
Just observing it objectively, observantly,
So you're saying acknowledging those uncomfortable feelings and not pushing them
without
away so quick, right?
participating in that, just by observing objectively.
Not engaging in it, not,
Yes, because once we do, then there's the resistance, the chaos.
yeah, yeah. Right, okay,
And if we're objectively observant, then we're not participating in it, and the truth comes out. Something changes with you. And then we don't have to, because when we're objectively observing, we're being objective and observant. We're not participating, and there's no reactions. Then
yeah,
it has no life.
the non-reaction thing I get to work on. So now I'm understanding this more.
You rock.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
You
thank.
rock.
I hope this
Uh,
supported other people. I hope it applied to other people. Yeah,
yes, it does. It wouldn't be coming up.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Um, Please, Andrea, keep me updated how you're doing. And this is from Donna. How can we use our own hands to give ourselves healing energy? Healing energy is not the energy that we're going after. It's the intent in the energy.
Okay,
That's the most important. It's the intent. what you're putting into that energy. The energy is just a cliche. And one person started it and other people started it. Oh yeah, sounds good. And so a lot of people got into that. It's all over the world now. How can we use our own? Okay, got it. Andrea, thanks so much, Mark. I have been doing comedy with my journey. How awesome. I love it. Yeah, just like we talked about, I love it. I love it. That's what we mentioned. That's why I saw you in that comedic sense. And that is so awesome that you're doing that, because that's going to be a part of your healing process as well, Andrea. And Vivian wrote, hi, Mark and all. Thanks for doing this. May I ask for a blessing for Jerome and healing of his childhood wounds and current relationship? I'll ask a blessing. But the important thing is not living in the past, because we really can't. And as some people here have heard me say, that living in the past is not possible in reality. Those are things that we're looped into. The living in the past, if we want to go back to the past, our consciousness really wouldn't fit in it. We can fit into the potential future, but it wouldn't fit into the past because it's so small compared to who we are now in consciousness. We can fit into the potential future though, always. So the idea is to find out how we're living in the past, and sure, it can be dilemmas, dramas, and traumas, but how is that serving us? It's just, that's how we want to relate our lives. And fitting into the potential future is looking for more. And so we have a choice in life, where we want to be in our life at any given moment. We can see these things and we can, identify with them and all like that, but they brought a wisdom to us. And that's what these things were for, is to bring that wisdom. And now it's up to us to find the wisdom. But we have to search for it from our hearts, or else it's for naught. We're living in the past. And there's more in life than the past. And the past, the purpose of it is to give us experience for the potential future. So, yes, I did ask a blessing on him, Vivian. I did. And let's see, Christine has a question for you. Yay. To expand on intuition, isn't it its function also there to guide us into learning from lessons that our soul is to learn from? Yes, the intuition is the inner teaching that is presenting the situations in our life of a way to do something, to live, to be, to experience. It'll be there to guide us and direct us. The inner teaching is there to show us either a past experience of something that we experienced at another time, in another place, or now, or potentially in the future. And it's our choice to listen to it. And if we ask it a question, if we're objective and observant enough to ask the question without getting involved or reacting, then the intuition will give us a guidance and direction. That's what it does naturally. So yes, you're 100% correct in that. And it is, once we do that, that is the greater connection to that divinity, that godliness within that we're composed of. Because the spiritual body is first, and the physical body forms around it. And so what we're doing is we're learning how to go back to that spiritual being within us that has all the information, and we're blending it in with our life, because that's the true spiritual being on earth, is the one that blends their physical and the spiritual together. That's the true spirituality. Right on, Christine. Right on. And Vivian, and for me, energy and courage for life. That reminds me, the things I admire most about people, the things I dislike most about people, or that bother me when people are around or whatever, they're the things that are within me that I haven't tamed yet, and that I haven't acknowledged to tame. And the things that I admire about people are the things that I admire about myself but don't know yet. And so it's the same thing for the question, Vivian. For me, give me energy and courage for life. You already have it, and you're identifying with other people who might have energy and life. But you already have it. It's waiting to be expressed. It's literally waiting for you to express it in your life. All you have to do is step out on it. And I will gladly ask a blessing that it be made easy for you. And not to feel helpless. Don't feel helpless, please. In recognizing, recognizing your thinking, that's what recognition is. And it's recognizing that and becoming aware that there's a greater strength within you that's just begging to express. And it's empowerment. It gives you light, life, love. It gives you everything. It's right there waiting for you. And it's been a part of your life, always being presented to you in all different ways, waiting to be expressed. All you have to do to find that is to be alone in a quieted area and just saying, okay, boss, okay, God, okay, source, okay, creator, okay, nameless one, okay, whatever, universal mind, whatever. Show me. Show me. And it'll happen either immediately or it'll develop within you, and it will show you. But don't be surprised at it. Don't be surprised. And when you are surprised, say, hey, thanks. How about a little bit more? Don't become complacent that you had the one experience. Ask again from your heart. Otherwise, we're becoming complacent. All right. Then we got, all right. Already gave my a blessing by God to Vivian. All right. And then let's see, Vivian, Bernie's very good. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. And Christy, much gratitude, Mark, for praying for Diane. We'll keep you updated. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Christy. I truly appreciate it. And oh my God, we're 8 minutes late, but that's okay. Any other questions or comments, please. Please.
I would like to say something. This gathering was very powerful. So thank you very much. It was really right on point, Donna. So can totally relate to that whole experience.
Awesome. Oh, Donna West, I wanted to ask you, if you push in on it now and right there where you were, I don't know if you can see it. Is it any different than before? Please. Or the same or worse? Can't hear you, hon. I'm sorry.
It comes and it goes. Sometimes it's strong and then it dissipates, but it's still there.
All right. And if it comes and goes, that means there's change happening, and that's fine with me.
One thing
Yeah.
I noticed is when you were working on most of these people, I heard that high pitch, but I didn't hear it when you worked on me. Is there a blockage or something that I'm blocking or no?
No, there's no such thing as a blockage.
Okay,
That doesn't exist. Someone created that word as an excuse that they were inadequate in what they were doing.
okay,
But it's really a log jam, but still even with log jams, there's the energetics, the life force that's moving through. It's just
Okay.
like a beaver building a dam, and sure, it blocks the river, but there's still water coming through. It's the same thing with our body. There's life force. If we had a log jam in our shoulder, or excuse me, if it was blocked in our shoulder, the rest of our arm would show up and fall off. If we had a blockage in our heart, someone tells you a blockage, you'd be dead. You know, and there's still life force flowing through. And our place is to be able to help that life force to, or the person's body dynamic to realize that life force, to help it to flow even greater, and they'll feel warmth going through them or whatever. If that makes sense, hon. So don't worry about the blockage. Don't even go there. I say bourgeoisie, whatever. And enjoy your life, knowing that there's change now that's going to be happening.
thank you.
All right, great. And Vivian wrote, and for me, energy already did that. And Christine, thanks. You rock. And put, if you can write on in the comment box, hashtag Mark Ehrlich's healer or Mark Ehrlich spirituality, but something hashtag, all together, no separations in there. Google Analytics loves it, and I appreciate that. And please go to the website and sign up for the newsletter. Go to the gifting page if you want an appointment talk with me. God bless everyone here. Oh, Lynn put it up already. Yay. And I really am grateful for your being here. And please do keep me updated if you notice change. It might be subtle, it might be dramatic. That's fine. And I'd love to work with you. And so.
I just want to say thank you so much. This is my first time being here, and I really enjoyed this evening very much, and I appreciate the time that you spent with me. And I also appreciate watching you work with everyone else. I got a lot out of it, so thank you.
Me too. And, if I see it in someone else, it's about me too, in some way. All right, either in past, current, or potential future. So I know it's a part of my life as well. Blessings, everyone. Thank you. And iPhone person, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And blessings, everyone. And see you next week at the Healing Circle.